Hello, everybody. I'm in Austin, Texas. It's a very nice town. I love it when my bigotries die. Texas is cool. Who knew? It's cool in Austin. Anyway, I've been thinking about a little bit about politics, right? The WikiLeaks thing, and really my total loss of faith in Obama. Well, I wouldn't say total. And really, I can't see anything that the Republicans could come up with that would make Obama have to worry about my vote, really. Um, but that doesn't mean I actually have any hope or faith left, except for sort of a desperate hope and a sort of feeling that, well, it's like a, a gaping wound gushing blood is better than like a severed arm. So that's like, Obama versus Bush at this point. The reason I, excuse me, the reason I say that is because of this WikiLeaks thing. It's just, too many canaries are lying dead at the bottom of their cages in the mine shaft. I just, we're trying to hunt down the people that brought this information, this important information to the public, and who classified the information. That's the real criminal. So anyway, I went over to Daily Kos, which if you've seen every single one of my videos and memorized them, you will know I spent a long time at this political website. When it started out, I really liked it. It had really kind of far left liberals and also lots of blue dog Democrats. It's good. We're all there, and it's like as long as you're progressive in some sense, you could be, conservative Democrat, but as long as you have some kind, even just a Democrat. Well, that's how they started to clamp down. See, they changed that you had to be progressive and you have to be a Democrat. But yeah, I got banned from that site. It was kind of a funny story. I made a video about it, kind of one of those hard to follow videos. I was actually an administrator at another political blog, and I promoted a story from a former employee of Mr. Marcos Molisas that runs Daily Kos that was critical, and Marcos didn't like that, so he banned me. They made a point of saying, "You're banned for life. You are banned for your whole life till the end of time, and all of your children and grandchildren as well." No, they didn't say that, but they did say for life. It was kind of funny. So I waited about a year, maybe it was two. I think it was one. And I made an account. I go back there every 6 months or a year to see. It's kind of sad though. Now I expect it, but like I went there because of the the WikiLeaks thing, and I think it's been about a year, but it might have been more in the 6 months. I'm not sure. I go and check every once in a while. And in the old days when this thing started, this place has millions of users now. I was user number 933 or something like that. And it used to be like if you heard a story like this WikiLeaks thing, you could go, and if it was all the current story, there'd probably be something within the last 100 diaries. But you could definitely do a search, and it'd be like you'd get a lot of extra information. Now you got to take this information with a grain of salt, fine, but a lot of it would be quality. And if you were willing to go and double check the facts and get the perspective right, you didn't just read their headline and accept all their facts and get irate, which is what really goes on at Daily Kos. You could be really well informed. Well, actually, like for example, right now there's a guy called Fish Grease doing what they call diaries, these blogs on as a group blog. All the users can make blogs, and then there's a front page your blog can be promoted to, or maybe it's in the recommended diary list or whatever. Fish Grease, he's doing stuff on BP, very educational, good, old style stuff. So you used to be able to go, and it would be like a progressive news feed. But now, I go there, I find out less than I found on, watching Democracy Now! In the first place. There are very few stories. And I post there that I don't trust Obama anymore because he is a bastard about this prosecuting leakers. He's worse than Bush. You know that? According to the guy that released the Pentagon Papers, the biggest release of classified documents ever, Obama's a bastard about leakers. He goes after whistleblowers. His administration is pushing that. He's also pushing the border and a bunch of other things, and I'm just fucking fed up. I was going to wait 4 years, but whatever. Okay, now, he could still be one of our best presidents because they suck so bad. Good for him, okay? But I was, hoping for more. And maybe he'll pull it through. I hope to be proved wrong. I don't mind it at all. It's like being wrong about how cool Texas is. That's fine. You see, I like to think that I was wrong. That's why, even though it's just Austin that is so cool, I'm willing to expend that good energy to the whole state. Why not? I want to feel good about it. But anyway, so when they attacked me. Now, okay, the account I opened there, I'm banned for life, so I can't open my account as my own self. So I've opened a satirical account, and I made like 5 diaries over the last couple years that I've been banned. And there's satirical diaries, and it's just funny. So as soon as I said that about Obama, people are like, "Oh yeah, well, you think we should listen to Joe the plumber, so I don't trust you." It's like, maybe you should read that actual diary, because if you can't tell that's satire, well, you're a Puma. Puma means party unity, my ass, and in the they love to make acronyms. But anyway. In the primaries, it was like people that supported Hillary and said, "Well, if Hillary doesn't win, I'm voting for McCain, because screw that Obama guy." And there were Obama Pumas too, but they didn't have to come out because their guy ended up, was winning. So it's like, "Well, you're a Puma. I don't try." No, please read the article. It's just so funny because it's like, cult of personality. These people don't actually think that the leakers are in the wrong. It's more like, "I've forgiven Obama. You should too. This is all about who you ally with. This is all about whether you think the people..." You guys are... Well, this is YouTube, so no. Those guys are fucking naive as hell, man. You can never win in politics putting your faith in a person. I'm sorry. And if it's a really good politician that has the rather lovely qualities of an actual statesman or state person, it still is not a good idea to like put them on these pedestals. And they, if they're that quality of a statesman, will tell you that. Of course they're flawed. Of course they're this. Of course there's differences of opinions. And the whole idea of just trying to sting someone back, you don't trust Obama anymore because he shot someone in the face. Well, you blood, you just... I mean, this site fucking drives me crazy. There's not hardly any information. And yet there's so many people there, and I like to just check the head of these kinds of people and see what's going on, I noticed Marcos, who is, seriously, he is a jerk, and don't ever trust him. If you trust me at all, and this guy rises enough to where he's running for office or starts a magazine, or anyway, you hear his name other than from me, do not trust this man. He's a former Reagan Republican kid. He likes the most conservative, plus he's just a schemer. He likes statistics, he likes baseball stats, he just wants to play the game and the polls and boom. And then he starts this, he says he's a libertarian and starts this Daily Kos thing, and it's like, well, it'll all go, I don't believe in that, but as long as you're, I want to do something progressive, but if you're in the progressive sphere, you can be here. And then in the end, it turned out, we're going to kick you out if you think there's election fraud. We're going to kick you out if you're too much of an old school feminist. We're going to kick you out if you think it's a bad idea to have sexist ads on my site. We're going to kick you out. Hey, why not just say, screw you, leave if you want? No, it's like banned for life. This is the petty dictatorship to the max of this thing. And he's just like, and he's vapid, pointless opinions. The only reason, and I always knew this too. I never had that high regard for him, except for the fact that he, for a while, stuck to this libertarian idea of, everything goes and you guys will work it out. I run my front page. You guys have your user diaries. If I want to promote one, or fine, but you just do whatever you want. I don't really care. He wasn't even going to open the diaries in the first place, except for he was using the software Scoop based on Slashdot that had that feature. He's like, okay, I'll turn it on. But then, sure enough, he's like, I got to go in there, and I've got to manicure the garden, and make topiaries or whatever they're called. What are those things called? Well, whatever. But anyway, I've got to go shave the bushes. That sounds terrible. But anyway, he's a hypocrite.